Aries, welcome to your mid-month for September. What's up? What's going on? Just in case you missed the special announcement that was out last Sunday, September 1st, and it was separate from the Sunday check-in, I will link it for you in the comments below. If I were to summarize, basically, essentially, I've decided to take Sassy Scorpion Tarot, the channel, and reduce it to part-time beginning September 15th. For full details, please check out that message. And just please know it's a reflection, a good reflection for me and my goals. But yeah, just wanted to give you the heads up about that once more in case you missed it. And you know, we'll still be doing check-ins, guys. We'll still be doing check-ins. But yeah, I can't imagine completely fully parting ways with the channel. Unless I had to or it just made sense, practically speaking. But for now, yeah, there you go. September 15th, once more linked below. What's going on for Aries? Show me Aries in September. Show me Aries in September. You know, the only one, honey. I've seen lots of people making adjustments in their life. Planned, radical, slow change. What is it that they say? A change is as good as a rest. Helps us gain different perspective, refresh ourselves. Now, my change isn't random. It's been planned, you know? What's going on for Aries? Now, let's talk about you. Show me Aries, please, in September. Show me Aries. It's not quite right. Let's do one more. Yeah. What's going on, please? The King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun. You know what you know too, apparently. And that's wonderful. Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and Temperance. Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, they could be talking about Aries today. I mean, my Aries placements are Moon and Rising, so I kind of get where you're coming from. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Temperance. I mean, you've taken your time with the Seven of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Swords. Okay, we're going to continue to gain perspective in future as well. So King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Sun. We have strong determination to go on a particular path, and you say, this is going to make me happy. The Knight of Pentacles here isn't just speed in this position, it's also about the blueprint. The only knight that's equipped to kind of carry out a blueprint. Okay. So here we have a strong sense of determination. My mind is set and focused, moving forward slowly on my terms, and the Sun. The idea of happiness is unfolding for me on my terms and in my way. Okay. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Temperance, with much due consideration here, with Temperance being the consolidation of one's difficult feelings, healing ourselves to it, and it can take time, it can take patience. This is a very long process, hence Temperance equals time. And Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles, you have, after some due consideration, like I said, decided to stop contributing to something. Three of Pentacles can be anything, guys. It just shows up in the 3D. So that's anything between like a friendship, cooperation, project work, colleague, I don't know, or a little bit of your time, energy, and effort. Three of Pentacles isn't too much. Those are spendable concepts. You were putting yourself into it and you're like, I'm not anymore. But it's gentle. You're gently leaving that behind. Okay? And you said you've made up your mind and your spirit on the matter, that you're going to pretty much more or less go your own way. All right? Seven of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Swords. You know, you got your guard up, but it's kind of like in a leave me alone kind of way. With the Hanged Man with the Three of Swords, you're saying boundaries in place, walls, don't bother me right now. I kind of just want to be quiet. To mend your heart, to take time to rest, to gain perspective. Who knows? There's 1,000 different reasons. I just know that when you put your Seven of Wands up, you mean it. So it's not just boundaries, it's also leave me alone. With a Hanged Man right next door, it's kind of like saying I need an extended period of quiet time to reflect, to learn, to grow, to change points of view, something like that. Okay? All right. We're going to start right here with that King of Swords and you knowing what you know and being decided upon it. Let's say that King of Swords. Let's say that King of Swords, please. Let's say that King of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Fool. There you go. I mean, you are really showing me I know what I know vibes today. I know you when you put your kind of Aries footprint on something. I'm not laughing at you. I like it. It suits you. It very much suits you. Why would I argue with that? And the Knight of Pentacles is here twice. I know what I know, and I know it slowly. Okay? I'm not just some hot, loose, hot foot Aries running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I planned this. Yes, you did. And the King of Wands is here. You're taking full ownership of this in terms of passion, direction, ambition, fire, and your mind's on point too. So long as the bigger parts of you are consolidated and you say you know what's up, then you do. The Fool. This is what you might call, with these heads of state, with the Knight of Pentacles there, a calculated risk. In other words, you know what you're getting into, and you feel good about blasting open towards it. So like I said, you know what you know. You can stitch that on a little pillow. I know what I know. Quote Aries. A little bit of attitude on it. But it's good, because I know you. You know, honey, if you can be fired up about something, you can. That's the Aries rocket fuel. I see it all the time. I love it. You're the only fire sign that you can recycle your own energy like that. Thing is, without a plan, sometimes you can fizzle out, burn out real quick. Okay? This has plan all over it. This has thoughtful intent all over it. This has slow, methodical direction, personhood, sense of self. This is what I choose all over it. So no, it's not random at all. It's very planned and it suits you, like I said. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sun, please. Show me the sun. Let's see that sun, please. Show me the sun for Aries. Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Tower. Ooh, yeah. You've had a big old change of heart and mind about what constitutes happiness. That's another simple summary. And it seems simple, but again, look at your determination and how you're going to meet that out slowly on your terms and the path you were moving into that you thought made you happy. The Tower has that reverse effect, or the Uno effect, as we like to say. You used to set upon a course that you understood made you happy. You have since then had a very strong change of mind and heart. You're saying, I always kind of prided myself on knowing where I was going, and I felt that way too. And that's been overturned. Okay? So again, not random. This is something you concluded a long time ago. All right? That Tower suggests, oh, I know what I know, and I feel what I feel. It has much shifted and changed. It had a lot of time too. It also allowed you to develop a counter plan. Okay? So this is what you used to know and what you used to feel. You still have a sense of sun that you're moving towards. How you're getting there is different now. Okay? And it takes a strong person to admit, this is what I know now, this is what I feel now. Okay? Once upon a time, I insisted that this direction was making me happy. It's not that I was wrong, it's just I learned things differently. We learned along the way. Okay? So I think that's why I'm seeing such meticulous attention to detail back here. Got me? Are we on the same page? That's a lot of power energy you opened up with. Nice way to greet September. Looks like you're ready for it though, honey. All right. I'm not too interested. These kind of speak for themselves. The Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. I'm going to combine them and look at Temperance separately. All right. Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I think we're about to have one of those unexpected classic summer storms that just rolls in very quickly. Like thunder. No, that's Lana. No, that's Lana Del Rey. Thunder. Oh, God, that's a good one. But I tell you what, that song Thunder, it just always smacks me back into a place of reminiscence every freaking time. But maybe that's why I like it so much. You know? You know those key songs that can just make you, yeah, now you're back in the past. That's that song for me, Thunder. But as I say, it matches the lyrics. It'll roll like thunder. It's just coming out of nowhere. But they don't last very long. They stop pretty quickly. All right. Let's see that Six of Swords. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. The Knights of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you've given up on this idea that this is a principle or a matter, of longevity. You're saying that your sense of longevity is somewhere else, but it's not here. You're taking with you core elements of stability that are very much attached to you. It's just the Three of Pentacles is a portion that you're breaking off, and you're saying you're moving away from that, while everything else remains intact. Let me make that clear. The stuff that remains intact is priority. Okay? Your environment, whom you're connected to, resources, your sense of experience, career endeavors, people, places, things, whatever. The Ten of Pentacles is extensive. It's the tree of life. It's the roots that touch many, many things. The roots that you want to continue to participate in and for them to give back to you, you're saying you're still, no, we're holding on to those. We're jazzed up about those. There's some elements, however, that you're saying will not lend to it anymore, or I don't want it to lend to my foundation anymore. You're willfully giving that up. The core remains. Okay, you're very proud of what you've accomplished. But there's some aspects that we're breaking off. Okay, again, done so willfully. Temperance. So we've had a lot of time to think about it. I know. Your sense of stability is still important to you, don't get me wrong. But that little portion will not be lending to who you are anymore. Not so much. That seems to be mostly intact. Very strong. I mean, you have very strong foundations. You know, things already set in place. Huge community environment and resources at your disposal. So good job. Always know what it is you can part ways with if you know it's not working for you. Okay? Temperance. Show me, yes, this time of you. FYI, new love might be on the table in time. As I was saying, temperance, lest we forget. All right. Six of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Devil. You feel that you have triumphed over a big thing in your life. This is personal. This is inside. It's not, you're like, oh, I triumphed over evil. Listen to my story. Let me tell you my tale, my Aries tale. Here's the bard. Okay. No, you're not. You're not a bard. It's not like let me tell you how I successfully overcame trials and tribulations and evils and dragons. No, this is on the inside. You have your own little particular power story inside you that it is a driving force for you. You're showing me pride, and you should be. You feel that you have successfully conquered some sort of devil between yourself and yourself, about specifically getting trapped in the past, Five of Cups. And that's very powerful. That's a very powerful admission that you said. It's something that a lot of people will stay where they are because they can't give up this reminiscence that I was kind of hearkening back to about this is how it was supposed to work out. I'm still deeply attached to what was positive, and I'm not focusing on what isn't positive. It's a horrible, sticky, awful feeling, and it's very much on the inside, and it's something we have to be willing to part ways with. This idea of I got so close. I got so close to feeling so good about it. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? It was a very distinct shift right here. This slow determination to live happiness, and you're saying how you understand happiness has greatly changed. Okay. You're saying you've plot a better course for happiness now. I believe you. And that meant you had to have a personal sense of triumph over overcoming that sense of loss and regret, and I have to give this up, and some of you were terrified to call it quits. You know, I don't know how to draw a line under that sand and move on. Some people are so good at it. I'm not. It's not that, honey. It just took time. It took time. And you were clever, though. You were clever. You found a portion that doesn't work for you anymore, so you're giving it up willfully, you know? So it's not that you failed or that it didn't work out. It's just you needed time to understand how you were supposed to let this go and what the conditions were and how you were going to replace it. You see what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. So you have a right. You have a right to feel good. You have a right to feel like you've conquered demons because you have. It was the one that was holding you back. You had a tower moment that suggests, I see things now. I see it clearly now. This used to be my son. I'm more in debt to holding on to this feeling of regret that I can't make it work, or pride that I can't make it work. I have to consolidate myself towards that with temperance. It's bullshit, Aries. Don't believe that story. Okay? Don't believe that story. Yes, I'm right there with you. I got it. It makes perfect sense. Your reading makes 100% sense to me today. And it's going to be one of those that you either identify with and you get it, or it's not yours. I mean, it's really straightforward, you know? And if it's not yours at all, perfectly normal. Check your other placements, you know? All right. Now, this kind of Aries F off thing, leave me alone. That I'm used to for you. And I'm laughing at you once more. I have a real personality, a real sense of humor. I've been doing this a long time. And let me tell you, when I get energetic imprints, they have a way of hitting me because it's so fundamentally true for that sign. Or it runs in the exact opposite direction of it, which is, again, still has a way of hitting me after all these years. All right, Seven of Wands. I was listening for a noise. I was trying to hear if that was the sharp pings on the glass from the raindrops, or was that an element here I'm not seeing? Okay. Seven of Wands. Come along now. Let's say that Seven of Wands. Who knows, honey? Who knows? Seven of Wands. You seem to have a lot to think about, and you want more quiet time. That's all I know for right now. Let's say that 7-1. Oh, sniffles don't start now. I ain't got time for that. All right. The Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Cups. Tell me I'm reading an Aries without telling me you're an Aries. Yeah, no, I mean, your little F-off sign is up there for a reason. I mean, it's not that you're not busy. Of course, let's just assume your 3D activity is still in play. You made that very clear about what's important to you that you'll be carrying forward. It's your spiritual self. It's your spiritual self that needs quiet time. And you're insisting on it, and you need it. After the break of this, you're going to have a lot to reflect on with that Hanged Man here twice in the Nine of Cups. And do you want to know what it is that you're reflecting on? Breaking from this feels so good. It's one thing to do it, and it's another thing to kind of feel the fruits of that endeavor after the fact. So you're showing me you need to be quiet, and you need some alone time and downtime, and it feels so good. It feels so good. So you're insisting upon the break. Let's make that clear. But you're, like I said, you're showing me Hanged Man twice. Nine of Cups. It's going to be that weird kind of twist of fate feeling where you would have given anything to avoid this sense of failure to, oh my God, this feels so good. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and check that Hanged Man out twice. I'm very curious. I am very curious. You did in other words, all you're showing me is that I did the right thing for me, and I can see that now. Okay? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, is based on the premise we understand we love ourselves enough to do what's right for us. It's not wish fulfillment like, oh, you know, I think I'll take this Baby Ruth over a Snickers. Yeah. No. It's understanding which one might be better for you. Although, I grant you, given the comparison, probably neither. But I know some smart ass somewhere is going to put the nutrition profile in the comments and be like, well, technically speaking, the Baby Ruth is going to be better for, okay, fine. Yeah, but you know what I mean. It feels good, right? Wish fulfillment. when it's difficult like that. Turns out what's good for you. Anyway. Yeah, I get this. This makes perfect sense. A sense of, I don't want to regret this. Pride gets involved. I don't want to have to mourn this too. It's okay. It's okay. Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. It's giving you a lot of room to think about how you haven't had opportunity or chance to open up. I think that's why you're showing me quiet time. I think that's why you're showing me leave me alone time, is because you are indeed relishing your own time right now in the future. You're getting confirmation that you did the right thing every day, and you're thinking about it a lot. How you carrying this burden, this Ten of Wands, this Five of Pentacles, this whatever this is, it consumed so much of your time. You had so little freedom or energy or time to do anything else. It's giving you a lot to think about. So when I see you almost judiciously guarding your sense of private time, quiet time, leave me alone, you have a lot of insights about how you get to turn things away, or you didn't have the time, or you weren't available to be open to things new in terms of love, passion, or otherwise. You just didn't have the time. So you're going to be thinking about that quite a bit. Let's check out that Three of Swords. Let's see that Three of Swords. Show me that Three of Swords, please. Show me that Three of Swords. Moon, the Star, the Hermit. Oh, there you go. That's the spirit. I love it. Yes. Yes. One of the ways you were consoling, that's a lot of time out. Goodness me. But it looks like you needed it. So I'm not knocking you for it. I just want to let you know you're going to have what looks like a period of not days, possibly weeks, where again, once more, you're taking care of what needs to be done. But you yourself, at the personal level, where your spiritual, emotional energy is concerned, you're keeping that to you. It's looking like you need a big breather, a big time out. Okay. And I see you as part of your healing package, your upside down package of gaining perspective. Not only do you realize this was the best thing for you, you also understand why it's been so hard for you to pursue new or be open to new, because you had no room. You also have a better understanding, and I see you consoling yourself, that now you have the opportunity to pursue another star. Okay. And you see how much trying to stay tied to this one twisted you up and exhausted you. I see you healing yourself beautifully, so it's no wonder. It's no wonder. Don't get me wrong, the unknown still has a lot for you. But right now, what you're showing me is massive concentration, cleanup, rest, cleanup, rest, cleanup, rest, before you embark upon whatever it is that you are determined to open up towards. But again, it's on your time. So this is what's interesting about this piece. It's non-rushed. Whatever this pathway is that's going to be replacing what you're losing, not losing, but willfully leave behind, it seems to be on your own time. It's not rushed at all. And I think that's why I'm kind of saying, I don't want to call it a vacation, but that's the word I'm kind of leaning into. It's a break from just everything that's external, while you can internally rest and process. Have your insights in peace and quiet, and you can start shaping your sense of pathway, the star, your vision, a new one. Okay? There's a sense of sadness here that we didn't get to do this sooner, but that's okay. Wills must, time must. All right? Very good, honey. Very good. I particularly like this piece a lot because I know you. I know Aries. I know you. This was probably the hardest part of all. Understanding that this was not a loss and it wasn't a failure on your part. Okay? That's the ego talking. Those two together, they can get up to some bullshit with the Six of Wands and the Devil. It's like, Aries, honey, that pride sometimes. It's interesting. I associate it more with you than I do Leo. But that sense of it cannot be seen as a failure. This is what we had to reconcile ourselves to. It wasn't a failure. People only fail when they refuse to learn. That's how you fail. You can either be that person that sees these things as experiences and now I know more, or I failed again. And hold it against yourself and whip your back. In which case you really do fail. No. You consolidating yourself to this, it's going to hit you so hard, honey. Like a runaway train in the future. How this was so good. It feels so good now that you have time to think and feel, etc. Don't worry about it. You're going to have a new star, a new vision before you... But I swear to goodness, it's already there. You're already starting to achieve it. You told me that right here. I think it's more like a recovery about how you can still believe in big things. With a slight reminiscence of I wish I had done this sooner, yeah. Okay. But don't get lost to that. Okay? I have to insist, whatever this pathway on seems to suit you quite well, and I like how you built it on your own time. Because the core goes with you. Dove. Peace. Be at peace with this. I love that. That's perfect. That's absolutely fucking perfect. Peace and serenity. Absolutely. That fight doesn't need to be there. Be at peace with you. You've earned it. You've earned it. Be at peace on this subject. That's absolutely beautiful. The dove. The turtle. Slowness. Protection. I know. I saw it over here. Whatever's supplanting this, you built it very slowly. I think that's why you're showing me a spiritual and emotional checkout so you can catch up to a new vision and believe in it like you used to believe in this. That's my take. Okay? The moose, acceptance and eccentric. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I love that. That's perfect. Acceptance for the situation. And some of you might have been noted to be a little eccentric. There's nothing wrong with that. Why do what everyone else does? How boring. Okay. Forgive, full moon in Pisces. Forgive the situation, the star path that you were on. Forgive yourself for how long you delayed. Again, it's not an absolute and it's not a judgment on my part. It's simply a sense of forgiveness can give us much peace, for mourning this longer than you needed to, for feeling insecure that you couldn't leave it or abandon it. Just forgive yourself. Just whatever that is to you. Okay? Remember this. You could have accepted it. Reflect on your priorities. Exactly. Okay? There you go. The priorities. Let's leave pride out of it. Let's take pride out of it, which you're doing a good job of. It takes you a minute, though. Then that is, what is that? That's last quarter moon in Aquarius. So reflect on your priorities. Your priorities are here. You're taking them with you. I already saw that. You're very clear about that. Okay? It's the stuff in ourself that gets in the way from these kind of transitions, All right. Talk less, feel more. How cheeky. In the future, what did I say? He's like, you had a big leave me the fuck alone sign going on. I take you ain't talking. Again, your 3D activities are that's non-issue. What I'm saying, you are spiritually and emotionally not available to take anyone's kind of metaphorical call, if you will, or return emails for at least a couple of weeks after you transition out. As I'm saying, you want to talk less and just feel more. Exactly. So whatever that break is, you got yourself to it. You literally earned it. You worked your way towards it. So if you have some just, you know what? I need to be on my own. I need to be chill and on my own. Yeah. You have every right to be there. You've earned it. Okay? All right. I love that. That was beautiful. Couldn't have picked a better one. Yes. Couldn't have picked a better one. That was fantastic. Yes. Autumn for some of you. So we live in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Autumn's right around the corner. Okay? Some states are blessed with it sooner rather than later. I say that with mild envy, as it is currently bordering on still in the 90s, which is an improvement because last week it was 106, 105. It dropped to 90s. It makes a difference. But yes, autumn. I think that's where a lot of this transitional is coming from, is right around the corner. For those of you who live in the southern hemisphere, obviously when you're autumn, nice, slow, and ready. I told you, this is not random. You planned that. Your biggest obstacle was allowing yourself to consolidate towards this. Okay? All right. Which, that ain't bad, honey. That ain't bad. I know, it's a lot of fear and anxieties. I know. All right, I get it. Okay. Yes, no charms today. Aries, honey, I hope this helped you. Congratulations to you. I really like future self when you're like, and you're going to be like that for a couple of weeks. Leave me alone. I'm listening to my jams because you need more time to reflect on all these things and the changes that you left behind and the changes before in the future as discussed. And these are all good reflections. Okay. Okay. Like I said, I hope this helped you. Take care. Be well.